guys. Hey, today's November the 10th. Yeah, today's November the 10th, and I'm up at the farm this morning. We're just doing some odd and end things, getting some stuff moved around and put away. I got the disc on the tractor. I'm gonna take it down here and park it, get it unhooked. I've got some repairs I need to make to it a little bit, but I won't do that right away. I'm gonna get the combine out. The door came open. I'm gonna get the combine started up this morning. We're gonna try to take the bean head off of it and get it on the header trailer and get the corn head put back on and get all of those in the dry. Probably blow the combine down, get all the bean dust off of it, and get it ready to store for the winter. But right now, we're just going to unhook this disc. And go to the next thing. I wish I had enough room to put everything in the dry, but I don't. I got a fella coming to get some rolls of hay here after a while. So I load them out today. Got just a lot of odd stuff to do. But it's nice just being out here anyway. Alright, let's go see if this old girl will start. It should. I don't think I need the air on. About that. Start right up. It starts good. Well, I mean, it'll start fine. But I think I've got, it's got an electric shut off on the keel. And I think it's sticking. Because sometimes when you go to kill it, it won't shut off. It'll sit and run for a few minutes. So I think the shut off on the fuel's not right. I got to get in there and figure out what I need to do to it. It may just need lubing. You can probably see and already know this is a homemade header cart. Just no four-wheel wagon frame with a couple of 4x6s on it. But I just need a place to store it. I don't need to pull it all over the country. So we're going to cut it off and let it sit here while I unhook all these hydraulics. So I've got these hydraulic lines here that run up here and hook up. And we need to get them unhooked. I got them tied up here. I need to get all that unhooked, and I'm gonna do that right now. Now, these hydraulics can be a little bit aggravating. There. Yeah, it's a little tough. But this is the up and down on my reel. The other one is the speed on the reel. And they're not the best spots. All right, the other part of this, my corn head don't have this, but down here on the bottom, you can see right here, I need to pull these pins back and lock them out of place. Got a pin that comes through the hole over here, and that hard fastens the head to the throat. There's one on either side. Now on the corn head, it doesn't have those, and I gotta put a couple bolts through and actually physically bolt it on. But this one has that. So what I'm gonna do is attempt to set that header up there, and hopefully I can see everything I need to see. Look at this thing. We're fixing to get that off here. All right, I'm gonna set y'all right up here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but we're gonna try to set the thing up there. You know what? I'm not ready to set that up there. Why didn't anybody tell me that I didn't unhook the PTO? This little dude can be aggravating too. Most of the time it's not too bad. Got one on the other side. If you can see, I'll just show you this while I'm down here. There's a bean I didn't get. See that cutter bar, the bottom of that cutter bar sits right on that 4x6. then the back of this right here will come down and sit right on this block. That's the game plan. At least that's what's happened in the past. So here's my little chains. I use these on the corn head and on the bean head. Hook up the same way. So they are in my toolbox. So if I lay them down somewhere, I'll never know where they're at. On there. Need to come down towards the tractor maybe 3 or 4 inches, but it's sitting there. It'll be just fine. The whole cutter bar is resting on the 4x6s. She looks good. I'm gonna throw a strap on it, even though I'm only going a couple 100 feet with it. I'm gonna throw a strap on it here just to make sure it don't fall off. I'm gonna fire my little generator up. Alright, we got the head blowed down. Fixing to blow down the combine. I'm gonna put a mask on, because if you've ever eaten bean dust, you know what I'm talking about. And looks like there's gonna be a little bit in there. Well, that engine department wasn't as dirty as I expected. But that's it. We got her blowed down. I'm gonna call that good. It's not clean as far as show clean, but it is a lot better than it was. We got the dust off of it. It's a little bit presentable now, and we'll get the corn head on it, get it dry. The only thing that I'm not tickled about with this model John Deere combines is its offset head. I like the Now guys, I'm gonna stick these bolts in there and I'll show you what I was talking about earlier. Instead of the latch pins. And that's gonna be it. That's all of it. That's what I came up here to do, and got that done, and we'll try to get into something else later today. All right, since I'm gonna be up under here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this lock down. I want the header to stay up anyway, which it's never leaked off, but it's the first time for everything, I guess. All right, see, there's some holes right here. Yeah, there, if you can see that hole. And that comes through from the header side into the throat here. And that will lock the head on. This little latch right here, there's no hole in this part for the latch to come through. Now I could cut a hole in it. I wouldn't have to put these bolts on it, but it's not that much trouble. Guys, that's all I was going to show you this morning. I just had to get the combine cleaned up, get the dust off of it, dirt and grime and everything, and let it sit over winter. Didn't want to let all that sit on it over winter. And got both my heads in the dry, combines in the dry. It's ready to spend the winter and most of the summer sitting here in the barn. We'll get her out next fall if we've got a crop, if Lord's willing. So that's the plan. And I really enjoyed running this thing. I had a good time with it this year, and it done good for me. And I'm really proud of it. So hopefully next year we can have the same results. But guys, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.